Picture yourself wandering through the world's most visited museum, surrounded by centuries of art. Then, in the time it takes to tie your shoes, a team of thieves strikes. In under 7 minutes, historic crown jewels vanish, and the whole world watches in disbelief. This was no nighttime smash and grab. It happened in broad daylight, with visitors all around. And it exposed one of the most iconic institutions on Earth to a cinematic and chilling audacity. Here's how it happened, why it matters, and what it could mean for art, heritage, and maybe you. The date, October 19th, 2025. The place, the Apollo Gallery in the Louvre, where the surviving gems of the French crown jewels are displayed. Around 9:30 a.m., just after public opening, a group of 4 highly organized thieves pulled up in a truck fitted with a basket lift, a vehicle you'd more likely see on a construction site. They positioned the lift against the Senseed facade, climbed up, forced open a window, and entered the gallery. Using angle grinders and disc cutters, they smashed through the glass vitrines housing priceless jewels. They then fled on motorbikes, all in a matter of minutes. How fast? Accounts vary, between 4 and 7 minutes, depending on source. Thankfully, no one was physically hurt, but the impact was huge. So what makes this so extraordinary? First, these aren't just glitzy accessories. They are royal historic artifacts, jewels once worn by French royalty and emperors. The French presidency called the event an attack on a heritage that we cherish because it is our history. Second, the venue. The Louvre is the world's most visited museum. It's famous for the Mona Lisa under bulletproof glass, and yet here came a daylight robbery. That by itself raises serious questions. Third, the audacity. A basket lift, a window, power tools, all in full public view. It begs questions of insider knowledge, weak points, and how even venerable institutions are vulnerable. Fourth, the timing. The museum has publicly admitted pressures of overcrowding, staffing strains, and major renovation plans. All of this means the story isn't just about stolen jewels. It's about security, access, heritage, and what we take for granted. What exactly was stolen? At least 8 pieces from the French crown jewels collection: necklaces, tiaras, brooches, earrings tied to 19th century French royalty. One major item, the emerald-set crown of Empress Eugenie, wife of Napoleon III, set with more than 1/200 diamonds and 56 emeralds, was recovered outside the museum, but broken. Investigators are combing through CCTV, reviewing the lift's usage, studying whether there was inside help, and tracing escape routes. One expert warned, professional crews often break down and recut large, recognizable stones to evade detection. In short, even if the items show up again, their identity may have been disguised. Here are the bigger takeaways. Cultural vulnerability. If the Louvre of all places can be hit like this, what other parts of our heritage are exposed? Value beyond money. Yes, these jewels have huge material worth, but more importantly, they carry history, identity, royal legacies. When stolen, a piece of the national story disappears. Security in transition. Historic institutions face a balancing act. Public access versus strict protection. Overcrowding, renovations, thin staffing, all play into weakness. Art theft in the 21st century. This is not the gun-waving museum heist of old. This is precision, speed, planning. What's next? Why should you care? Maybe you visit museums. Maybe you photograph artworks. Maybe you value culture. This story touches access, trust, legacy. It reminds creators and viewers to look beyond the glitter to the system that supports it. What's next? A thorough international investigation, tracking down the stones. Will they be found, melted down, or recut? The broken crown already shows how tricky recovery will be. For the Louvre, for France, for the art world, what changes will we see in security, staffing, budgets? And you should ask, what other weak links exist in our cultural heritage? What does it mean for the world we built and the one we live in now? So next time you gaze at a masterpiece, remember, the beauty is timeless. but the guardrails may not be. This was one of the boldest art heists in living memory, a hit at the heart of a historic institution. In less than 7 minutes, if you found this breakdown interesting, hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives on Let Me Tell You, and drop a comment.